14 insane air-powered weapons that put gunpowder to shame. Think air guns are just for backyard plinking. What I'm about to show you will completely shatter everything you thought you knew about compressed air weapons. These aren't toys. These aren't your grandfather's BB guns. These are legitimate powerhouses capable of generating more energy than traditional firearms. From compact tactical designs to absolute monsters that exceed 1,500 foot-pounds of energy, we're counting down 14 weapons that prove compressed air is the future. Stick around, because number 1 generates double the power of every other weapon on this list. Let's dive in. UMAREX Gauntlet 2 SL, .30 caliber. We're kicking off with a no-nonsense machine. The UMAREX Gauntlet 2 SL in .30 caliber. This is where serious power begins. But trust me, we're just warming up. This PCP powerhouse features a regulated 4,500 PSI bottle that delivers consistent shot after shot. We're talking up to 110 foot-pounds of muzzle energy here, folks. The side lever action is buttery smooth, cycling through the 7-shot magazine like a dream. The 28-inch rifled steel barrel is surrounded by an integrated moderator that keeps the noise down to a whisper. What makes this the perfect entry point? The price. This rifle delivers outstanding value with magazine-fed convenience and serious knockdown power. It's the gateway to the big bore addiction. But what's coming next makes this look like a starter kit. FX Impact Air Rifle. At number 13, we're entering modular madness with the FX Impact. This Swedish-engineered bullpup is the Swiss Army knife of air rifles, and it's about to blow your mind. Here's what makes the Impact absolutely insane. You can swap barrels in the field. Start with a .22 barrel, then switch to a .25 caliber slug liner, then slap on a .30 caliber barrel. One rifle, 3 completely different configurations. The 480 cubic centimeters carbon fiber tank charges to 3,600 psi and is removable. Pack extra bottles, swap them in seconds, and keep going all day long. The side lever action is one of the smoothest I've ever used, reliably indexing magazines every single time. Bullpup design means you get full rifle performance in a compact package. It accepts standard AR pistol grips, features an adjustable stock, and the whole frame is rugged yet lightweight. This is the ultimate crossover rifle for the serious shooter who refuses to be limited by one caliber. SENECA Dragon Claw 2. Number 12 brings us a timeless classic that just got a massive power injection. The SENECA Dragon Claw 2. This .50 caliber beast just received a 100+ foot-pound energy increase. This versatile rifle gives you a choice. Shoot lead MOOR air bolts. The rifled barrel makes those air bolts deadly accurate, and we're talking 430 grain bolts screaming downrange at speeds over 600 feet per second. That makes the Dragon Claw 2 one of the fastest arrow slingers on the planet. Here's what makes this rifle insane. Those dual air reservoirs. You get plenty of shots from a single fill thanks to the massive 500 cubic centimeters capacity. Testing shows 4 to 5 shots above 800 FPS with 177 grain round balls, peaking at 850 to 860 FPS. Switch to heavier 336 grain slugs, and you're getting 3 to 4 shots above 300 foot-pounds of energy, with velocities around 665 to 675 FPS. The EasyFill female quick disconnect on the bottom reservoir charges to 3,000 PSI in minutes. The Dragon Claw 2 proves you can have old-school looks with cutting-edge power. UMAREX AIR JAVELIN Pro. At number 11, we're talking about the world's most fun arrow launcher that just got a massive upgrade. The UMAREX AIR JAVELIN Pro. UMAREX took their original Air Javelin and said more. More velocity, more power, more air. Now you're launching 170 grain arrows at 370 feet per second, generating 52 foot-pounds of energy. The 7.4 cubic inch air tank delivers 25 shots overall, with the first 15 coming at full, consistent power thanks to the built-in regulator. Flat dark earth highlights give it tactical appeal. MLOK slots on both sides let you mount accessories. And here's the kicker. No fill probe needed. It's got a male Foster Quick Connect fitting built right in. This ABO is devastatingly simple to use, hits hard, looks cool, and it's priced to sell. AIRSABER Elite X2. Number 10 is where things get double trouble. The AIRSABER Elite X2. Yes, you read that right, double barrel. This beast uses high-pressure air to propel 376 grain carbon fiber arrows at velocities up to 450 feet per second. When that air tank is fully charged, you're looking at over 169 foot-pounds of energy per arrow. You get 25 shots at maximum energy on one fill, or 30 shots at predator-level energy. The arrows accept standard mechanical broadheads, so you're not locked into proprietary ammo. The AIRSABER is accurate out to 70 yards with an optic mounted on the top Picatinny rail. What makes this special? The sleek form factor and a price point that's hard to beat. You get double barrel capability without the bulk of traditional arrow launchers. Benjamin Pioneer. At number 9, the Benjamin Pioneer brings bullpup design to the arrow game. Based on the proven BULLDOG chassis, this ABO fires up to 8 full-size arrows on a single 3000 psi charge. Here's what's insane. An internal pressure regulator keeps velocities at a rock-solid 450 feet per second, shot after shot. That's more consistent than premium crossbows that fire shorter bolts at slower speeds and generate less energy. The Pioneer hits at 160 foot-pounds with a 375 grain carbon arrow. Shooters are achieving 2-inch groups at 50 meters consistently. That's rifle-level accuracy with arrow-level impact. The trigger is crisp. The whole machine is user-friendly. Just squeeze the trigger like any other gun and release devastating accuracy downrange. All-weather synthetic stock, long Picatinny rail, and it comes with a custom centerpoint 6 by 40mm scope with an M-TAG reticle offering aiming points out to 75 yards. This is the complete package for the modern shooter who wants gun-like operation with arrow-like performance. Benjamin BULLDOG. Number 8. The Benjamin BULLDOG. This is where American innovation meets big bore brutality. What do you get when you squeeze a 28-inch .357 caliber barrel into a 36-inch long, 3000 psi pre-charged rifle? You get a machine with a ridiculous power-to-size ratio. 5-shot magazine, reversible side lever for lefties, 26-inch top Picatinny rail for day and night optics, trapezoidal sound suppression chamber that keeps it whisper quiet. This rifle is packed with innovations in a shockingly compact package. The 340 cubic centimeters reservoir fills to only 3000 psi, making it super easy to charge with a high-pressure hand pump when you're deep in the backcountry, away from fill stations and compressors. But here's where the BULLDOG becomes absolutely lethal. Air Venturi makes .357 caliber air bolts specifically for this rifle. The speed and accuracy of these arrows exceed even the most powerful crossbows, and the cocking effort is minimal. Light, compact, slim, fully self-contained, 5-shot repeating, capable of handling both bullets or arrows. The BULLDOG is an extremely attractive option for serious shooters. HATSAN Harpoon. At number 7, the HATSAN Harpoon settled the debate once and for all. For years, companies claimed to make the most powerful arrow rifle. The Harpoon shut everyone up. This Turkish monster was made specifically for commercial crossbow bolts, and it sends 20-inch arrows downrange at 600 feet per second, generating 325 foot-pounds of energy. Let that sink in. 600 FPS, 325 foot-pounds. That's not just powerful, that's devastating. Any 22/19 size aluminum or carbon fiber arrow with a 0.3 inch inner diameter slides right over the hollow guide rod barrel. The 500 cubic centimeters onboard air tank provides 10 high-powered shots per fill. Bullpup layout keeps it compact. Synthetic pistol grip stock with textured surfaces for all-weather use. Elevation adjustable cheek rest and butt pad for custom fit. The barrel cover features 2 mounted arrow holders for extra ammo with no added bulk. The combination rail accommodates 11mm dovetail and Picatinny mounts, and it comes with flip-up true glow fiber optic sights. This is the most powerful arrow launcher on the market. AEA Precision HPSS .457 Max. At number 6, we have the AEA Precision HPSS in .457 Max, the most compact big bore on this entire list. Chambered in .457 caliber, this powerhouse generates between 300 to 400 foot-pounds of energy at the muzzle. For context, a standard 9mm handgun produces around 350 FPE. We're matching or exceeding traditional firearm power. Projectiles leave the 20-inch barrel at velocities up to 850 plus feet per second. The bolt-action repeater feeds from a 6-round magazine, giving you multiple shots before needing to refill. Operating at 4,500 psi, this rifle packs serious punch. But here's what makes it truly special. Overall length is just 20 inches when folded, extending to 31 inches when deployed. That's backpack-sized portability with massive power. This is the only rifle on this entire list that can be easily carried in a backpack while delivering energy capable of competing with firearms. Ultra-compact, covert, and devastatingly powerful. The AEA Precision HPSS proves you don't need a massive rifle to generate massive energy. UMAREX Hammer Carbine. Number 5 is where UMAREX proved they're not just about replicas. The Hammer Carbine is a bolt-action repeating .50 caliber PCP slug gun, and it's a serious big-bore contender. The original Hammer was already a beast, but the Carbine improved everything. The biggest upgrade: a new sealed magazine that dramatically reduces the sideways blast of air from the mag well. Even with a barrel that's 6.25 inches shorter, the Carbine still generates massive power. We're talking 550 grain slugs at 820 feet per second, producing 565 foot-pounds of energy. The larger 35 cubic inch carbon fiber tank delivers 4 full power regulated shots from this shorter rifle. That regulation is key. Shot 1 performs identically to shot 4. 4 shots of .50 caliber devastation in a more compact, handier package. This is one of the most reliable and powerful regulated big bore A guns in the world. Bolt action reliability, magazine fed convenience, and enough power to handle anything you throw at it. A Guns of Arizona BUSHBUCK. At number 4, we have the most beautiful big bore rifle on the market, the A Guns of Arizona BUSHBUCK. This is a bolt action spotter style rifle in .452 caliber that looks like it costs twice what it actually does. Gorgeous laminate stock with stippling on the forend and grip, adjustable cheek piece. Solidly built at 10.2 pounds with a 30-inch barrel. The 285 cubic centimeters air reservoir fills to 4,500 psi using an unobtrusive underbarrel tube that maintains the rifle sleek, traditional lines while providing 2 to 4 shots per fill. Here's what makes the BUSHBUCK special: 2 power settings. Tune it down for conservation or crank it to maximum for serious applications. On high power, this single-shot rifle generates over 600 foot-pounds of energy. The .452 caliber slugs create massive wound channels and deliver devastating performance. This is a capable air rifle wrapped in old-school craftsmanship and modern big-bore performance. It's the gentleman's big bore, Air Force TEXAN. And here we are at number 3, the Air Force TEXAN, a legend in the A-gun world that revolutionized the industry. Available in .257, .308, .357, .457, and .50 caliber, the TEXAN has dominated the big bore market for years, and there are damn good reasons why. The Bottle 4 buttstock design and inline valving are proven in the field. The guns are adjustable and lend themselves to customization. They're extremely well made and the performance is rock solid in both accuracy and power. The most powerful version is the TEXAN LSS .50 CF, generating over 800 foot-pounds of energy. That's more power than many centerfire rifles. From compressed A, that 490 cubic centimeters, 250 bar tank delivers 3 to 4 shots per fill, moving a 620 grain slug at 620 feet per second. The excellent trigger helps wring maximum accuracy out of the low-the-wolf barrel. What makes the TEXAN legendary? Versatility. You can tune power up or down. Shoot cast lead bullets, precision slugs, or custom projectiles. Available in multiple calibers to match your exact needs. Weighing just 7.65 to 8 pounds, it's the lightest rifle in the 800 plus FPE class. You're getting rifle-level power in a package that's shockingly light and maneuverable. This is the rifle that proved A-guns could compete with centerfire rifles. HATSAN PILEDRIVER. At number 2, we have the HATSAN PILEDRIVER, and this Turkish-engineered beast redefines what big bore means. Available in .45, .50, and absolutely massive .62 caliber, the PILEDRIVER generates over 800 foot-pounds of energy in .50 caliber configuration. Velocities exceed 850 feet per second, sending massive projectiles downrange with devastating effect. The bullpup side lever design keeps the overall length manageable despite housing a 33-inch barrel. That bullpup configuration means you get full-length barrel performance in a much more compact package. Operating at 4,350 psi, 300 bar, the PILEDRIVER is single-shot with an extra-large loading port that accommodates ammunition up to 34 millimeters long. That's not a typo, 34 millimeters. These are projectiles the size of your thumb. But here's where the PILEDRIVER truly earns its name, the .62 caliber variant. It's essentially a silent 20-gauge slug gun. That monstrous projectile maximizes tissue damage and destructive capability. It's not just about energy. It's about the massive wound channel and sheer destructive force of a projectile that large. The PILEDRIVER proves that sometimes bore size matters more than raw energy numbers. When you're launching projectiles this massive, the results speak for themselves. AEA Zeus .72 cal, Gen 2. And here we are at number 1, the AEA Zeus .72 caliber, Generation 2. This is the most destructive production A-gun on planet Earth. Let's start with the number that changes everything. 1,500 plus foot-pounds of energy. That's not a typo. 1,500 foot-pounds of muzzle energy from compressed A, chambered in .72 caliber, the largest mass-production A-gun caliber available. The Zeus launches 750 grain slugs at 920 feet per second. For perspective, that projectile weighs nearly 2 ounces and is traveling faster than the speed of sound. The side lever single-shot action is fed by a massive 660 cubic centimeters air tube operating at 4,500 psi, 300 bar. That enormous air reservoir delivers 3 full power shots per fill, each one generating that earth-shattering 1,500 FPE. The 32-inch barrel is precisely engineered to extract every ounce of performance from that .72 caliber projectile. Let me put this in perspective. The Zeus generates double the energy of every other rifle on this list at maximum configuration. Double. We're talking about kinetic force comparable to many standard centerfire rifle cartridges. A .308 Winchester, one of the most popular calibers, generates around 2,600 FPE at the muzzle. The Zeus, using only compressed air, is delivering over half that energy with a projectile nearly 3/4 of an inch in diameter. This isn't just an air gun anymore. This is a legitimate powerhouse platform that operates without gunpowder, without federal firearms regulations, and without the noise signature of traditional firearms. The .72 caliber projectile creates a wound channel that has to be seen to be believed. We're talking about a projectile larger than most people's index finger, traveling at nearly 1,000 feet per second, delivering 1,500 foot-pounds of kinetic energy on target. For comparison, a standard 9mm is 350 FPE, a .44 Magnum is about 900 FPE, and an AEA Zeus .72 is 1,500 plus FPE. The Zeus stands alone at the pinnacle of A-powered weaponry. So there you have it. 14 devastating A-powered weapons that prove gunpowder is optional. From compact tactical designs to absolute monsters that'll generate 1,500 foot-pounds, the technology in A guns has exploded in recent years. If you found this countdown insane, smash that like button and subscribe for more content like this. Drop a comment and let me know which weapon surprised you the most. Are you Team Arrow Launcher or Team Big Bore Rifle? And hey, always remember, these are powerful tools, not toys. Use them responsibly. Know your local regulations, and always practice safety. Until next time, stay safe and shoot smart.